The Philadelphia Eagles are probably one of the deepest teams here in Madden 24, but they are my favorite team, which is why this year I will be rebuilding them in a slow sim franchise yet again. I guess you can't really consider it a rebuild. We did manage to get to the Super Bowl last year, but the defense does have some questions this year, and to see if Jalen Hurts can repeat what he did last season, well, let's go ahead and get into the team. Last year in Madden 23, I did another Eagles franchise, but Jalen Hurts did not have the best ratings to start that game, so I ended up moving on to a new quarterback. Something tells me this year I won't be doing that. We will be getting this with an 88 overall in Jalen Hurts. His backup quarterback will be a 69 overall Marcus Mariota, even though in real life in the preseason, Tanner McKee played a little bit better than Mariota, maybe a lot better, but he's a 58 overall. He will be our third string quarterback, but if he's entering the game, we're pretty well screwed. Running back is definitely a little weird. In real life in week 1, we used a lot of Kenneth Gainwell. DeAndre Swift, I don't even know if he saw the field. Rashad Penny was a healthy scratch. That's not the way I'm running this franchise. DeAndre Swift will be our main running back going in, so despite injury, he should get a majority of the carries. It was definitely an interesting decision for the Eagles to go into the regular season with only 4 receivers on the 53-man roster. We have 72 overall Olamide Zacchaeus, I probably just butchered that, but a 75 overall Quez Watkins with 97 speed, and then obviously our star receivers in Devontae Smith at an 87 and AJ Brown at a 91, who is a superstar X Factor. We will be making some roster changes here because I'm not going to go into this season with 5 tight ends on the roster. Dallas Goedert's an 89 overall. Then we have Albert, I'm not going to try to say your last name, we got him from the Broncos. Grant Calcaterra, Jack Stoll, and then Rick Lovato, you're probably not making the team. I understand long snapper is a pretty important position in real life, not so much in Madden. He is a 32 overall. At left tackle, we have Jordan Mailata as an 87. Roderick Johnson is injured, but he is a 63 overall, and then we have a 61 in Fred Johnson. At left guard, we have an 82 overall in Landon Dickerson, backed up by 63 overall Sua Apida. At center, we only have one player on the roster, that is Jason Kelsey at a 92. At right guard, we have Cam Jurgens as a 71, and then Tyler Steen as a 69. He was, I believe, a 3rd round pick in the last draft. And then at right tackle, we have a 98 overall in Lane Johnson and a 67 in Jack Driscoll. Now, the offensive line may need to get addressed in the offseason because Lane and Jason Kelsey are both pretty old and can both retire at the end of the first season. I've seen it in other franchises. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, the only left end we have on the roster is Brandon Graham at an 80. At right end, we have Josh Sweat at an 84 and Derek Barnett at a 72. Defensive tackle, there's a few on the roster here. We have Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, our 9th overall pick with Jalen Carter, a 75 overall in Milton Williams, a 69 in Kentavious Street, and a 67 in Marlon. I don't want to try to say your last name because I will probably butcher it. Leading the linebackers here is going to be a 90 overall Hassan Reddick, who had a ton of sacks last season, backed up by Nolan Smith. I think I'm going to have Nolan Smith play right outside linebacker though, just so he actually gets on the field, and then a 64 overall in Patrick Johnson. At middle linebacker, we have a 72 overall in Nakobe Dean. I'm hoping he can develop well in this series, and a 61 overall Sean Bradley, who is actually injured. We will have to look at the injury report here in just a minute. Then at right outside linebacker, we have Zach Cunningham and Christian Ellis, who is a 58. There are a ton of corners on this roster, but a couple of them are on IR. We lead the way with a 93 overall in Darius Slay, who is a superstar X Factor. Then we have James Bradbury, who is an 85 overall. Avonte Maddox is a 79. Isaiah Rodgers, I believe he's listed as injured, but is out for the season for gambling. We have Keely Ringo, who we took in the 4th round as a 73. Zach McPherson is a 68, but also out for the season. Eli Ricks was an undrafted free agent corner that the fans fell in love with. He played really well in the preseason, ended up making the final 53-man roster. We'll see if we can develop him at all. Then we have Josh Joby at a 64 and Mario Goodrich at a 64. Now over at safety, we start with Reed Blankenship, who is a 74 overall. He was a guy that came in as an undrafted free agent last season, played really well. I think kind of become a fan favorite. I've seen on Twitter where people are calling him Ed Reed Blankenship. Don't really know about that, but we'll see how he progresses in this series. And then a 73 overall in Justin Evans. Now over at strong safety, we do have a 79 in Terrell Edmonds, but we will most likely be starting our rookie 3rd round pick, Sidney Brown, who comes in as a 73 overall. Probably not much of a shock to anyone watching this video, but Jake Elliott will be our kicker with 96 kick power and 87 kick accuracy. I feel like 81's a bit low for him, but he should still be pretty good here. Right now, our punter is Aaron Sipos. A lot of fans want him gone, and I am pretty well one of them, so we will be finding a new punter here in free agency before we jump into week 1. Madden 24 changed weekly training just a little bit. They added some mini games for your focus players, so I will be doing those every single week, and the 3 we will be starting with until I can get more spots are going to be Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and Sidney Brown, just because they're all hidden dev traits, obviously the easiest ones to level up. We do already have some players with an upgrade point, like Quez Watkins, who gets +2 to awareness, 1 to catch in traffic, deep route, medium route, release, and spin move. I didn't catch that, but apparently Quez Watkins actually had 2 upgrade points, so he gets now +1 to acceleration awareness, 2 to catch in traffic, 1 to deep route, medium route, and spectacular catching. Another player that already has 2 upgrade points is Sidney Brown. He's going to get +2 to awareness, 1 to play rec, 1 to pursuit, and 2 to tackle. And then he gets +1 to awareness, 2 to man coverage, 2 to play rec, and 1 to pursuit. Jalen Carter also has an upgrade. He gets +1 to awareness, 2 to play rec, 1 to power move, and 1 to strength. I guess most of the rookies are going to have upgrade points here because Nolan Smith now gets +1 to finesse move, 2 to tackle, and 1 to zone coverage. And then Keely Ringo will get 2 to man coverage and 1 to speed. I always love getting speed upgrades. Then we have free safety Reed Blankenship, who's going to get 2 to awareness and 1 to zone coverage. And finally, Hassan Reddick is going to get 2 to finesse move, 1 to pursuit, and 1 to tackle. Like I said a minute ago, we are going to bring in some free agents before we get into week 1 here, and the first one we're going to sign is center Austin Ryder. I hope I said his name right. Then to add some depth to our defensive line, I'm going to bring in Carlos Dunlap. I'm kind of seeing this as the Linval Joseph Ndamukong Suh signing that the Eagles made last season, just to add a little bit more depth and some experience to our defensive line. I told you guys Aaron Cepas will not be keeping his job, so we will be signing Braden Mann. We are going to bring in 2 receivers here. The first one is going to be wide receiver KJ Hamler, only 5'9", so not going to be much of a jump ball guy, but does have 94 speed. You know, I could always bring back Jalen Reagor, but I don't think that's going to be a thing here. The other receiver we're going to be signing is going to be Denzel Mims, a 70 overall with 92 speed, 78 catching, some decent route running attributes, but mainly it's that he's 6'3" and still has decent speed. In order to make those roster moves, though, we do have to cut a few players. The first one will be Rick Lovato, and the second one is going to be Jack Stoll. At corner, there is a small decision to make here. Either I'm going to keep Josh Joby or Mario Goodrich. I'm actually going to keep Joby here, even though Goodrich is 1 point higher, for a couple reasons. 1, Joby has a little bit higher speed, and 2, Josh Joby actually made a decent play in real life against the Patriots this last week. Then at defensive tackle, we have Marlon. I don't know how to say your last name. He is going to get cut. And then we have 1 more player left to get rid of, and we're going to scroll down here to punter and get rid of Aaron Cepas. It won't save us any cap space, but I don't care. Our season goal is going to be a pretty obvious one. I think this year is really Super Bowl or bust for Philadelphia. I don't know how well we're going to be able to hold that up in real life, but that's going to be our goal. It's opening day this week and a fresh start for every team around the league, and you'll be facing the Patriots. What's the key to victory? We're going to say stifling defense, just because I want to see the defense play a lot better. And we're going to say disrupting the pass. I hope we can actually shut down Mac Jones here, beat the Patriots, and allow less than 200 yards passing. The way the games are going to be played in this franchise will be very similar to last year. It'll be a lot of slow simulation and super simming. I won't ever really play any down unless the game for some reason forces me. But let's go ahead and finally get this franchise started. The 2023 NFL season is now underway with the kick from Jake Elliott deep for the Patriots. They will field it in the end zone. He will bring it out across the 15, the 20, and he'll get met and brought down at about the 23. Out comes Mac Jones and the Patriots. Jones had a pretty rough second year. Let's see if he has a rebound year this one. Now Jones from under center will take the snap and hand off to Ezekiel Elliott right at the middle, and we will start with a first down run for a gain of 12. Not the start I exactly had in mind for the defense. Now Jones lines up under center from the 35. It's going to be another handoff to Zeke to the outside, and he will fight his way down to about the 40 before he is finally brought down. That 6-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 4. Jones comes out in an I formation now. I believe that is Ramondre Stevenson at running back, and that's where they go with it. The former Sooner to the outside will get met and brought down to the 42. Fun fact, that was not Stevenson. They actually signed Kareem Hunt apparently, but on 3rd and 3 going deep, he's got a man wide open down the sideline, is borne out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The defense is off to a rough start. That was a 45-yard gain. Now Jones back in shotgun will take the snap and look to pass. He's run out to the outside, and he's going to meet Hassan Reddick back at the 23 for his first sack of the season. I am hoping to see a ton of those this year. Now on 2nd and 21. From the 23-yard line, Jones will take the snap. Standing back in the pocket, he throws this one to the outside. He's got a man, and that's caught by Bourne to the 9-yard line. He'll take the snap and look to pass here. He's going to throw this one to the outside. That'll be in the end zone and incomplete, but there is a flag. Another pass intended for Bourne, and it's going to be roughing the passer on Philadelphia. Who got called for that flag? It's going to be Brandon Graham. A couple short run plays from Ezekiel Elliott sets up a 3rd and goal from the 4 now. Jones is back in shotgun. He'll take the snap and look to pass. Standing in the pocket, dancing around, now throws this one through the back of the end zone. So a rough start, but the Eagles hold him to a field goal try. They will line up for about a 21-yard field goal here. Let's see if they can make it. It should be no problem. The kick is away, and it is good. The Eagles offense will take the field for the first time this season from the 25. Hurts is back in shotgun. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He fires downfield. That was going to be incomplete, intended for Dallas Goedert. Now a 2nd and 10. Jalen comes back in shotgun. DeAndre Swift is the running back. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's throwing downfield. That one's going to get deflected out of the air. That one was intended for Quez Watkins. Will we be able to avoid the 3 and out to start the year? On 3rd and 10, we're back in shotgun again. Jalen once again looking to pass. And Jalen's going to load up and go deep downfield. That's going to be single coverage, and that one will fall incomplete. Once again, Quez Watkins was the target, and will punt the ball away. The Eagles defense could force a 3 and out here, though. It is 3rd and 7 from their own 12-yard line. Mac Jones out of shotgun. Will look to convert through the air here. He's under pressure, hit as he's throwing, and that goes out of bounds. They will punt it back to Philadelphia. The Eagles will start this drive following the punt at the 26-yard line. Hurts is back in shotgun again. Will we go 3 straight incomplete passes? No, we won't, because that's a handoff to DeAndre Swift for a 2-yard gain. He's going to send A.J. Brown in motion. Jalen takes the snap, fakes it to Brown, now hands off to Swift up the middle, and DeAndre Swift will set up a 3rd and 4. Are we going to start this year with 2 straight 3 and outs from the 31-yard line? Jalen back in shotgun. He'll take the snap, it's a play fake. He gets hit immediately, but he finds his man over the middle, and that is going to be Dallas Goedert to the 49-yard line, a gain of 17. Now at our own 49-yard line, it's a handoff to Swift to the outside, and Swift has a decent gain here. He's brought down for a gain of 9 into Patriots territory. Now a 2nd and 1. Hurts lines up under center. He takes a snap. It's a toss play to the outside, caught by DeAndre Swift, but that's going to be a loss in the backfield. Now a 3rd and 2 from the 44-yard line. Hurts lines up under center. DeAndre Swift is the running back. He'll drop back to pass here. Goes over the middle. That is caught for the first down. That is Devontae Smith with his first reception on the season. Now at the Patriot 38-yard line. Hurts is back in shotgun. Swift is the running back. It'll be a handoff to Swift, but he's met immediately by Matthew Judon. A loss of 1. That brings up a 2nd and 11. At the Patriots 40-yard line, Jalen will drop back to pass. He's rolling out under pressure and finally just throws that one away. That leads to a 3rd and 11 now. Can we convert here? Jalen back in shotgun. He'll drop back to pass, looking to convert through the air. Step up in the pocket. Jalen throws on the run deep downfield to the back corner, but that will be incomplete. He was also real close to the line of scrimmage. So we will send Jake Elliott out for about a 56 or a 57-yard field goal here to start this season for him. On 4th and 11, the kick is away, and this one will be, I believe, no good. He missed it. This is definitely not the start Philadelphia had in mind. With 2:32 to go in the first quarter, it's 1st and 10 for Mac Jones. It's going to be a handoff to Zeke, who has some great blocking and will fight for about a 9 or a 10-yard gain. That brings up a 2nd and inches. Mac Jones lines up under center. I believe Zeke is still the running back, but he's going to drive back to pass. A quick throw, the outside is caught, and he'll fight for the first down. An incomplete pass on the next play brings up a 2nd and 10. Jones will take the snap out of shotgun. He's under pressure, and he's getting sacked by Hassan Reddick back at the 47-yard line. That brings up a 3rd and 20. He'll take the snap and draw back to pass. Needing to go deep downfield. He's under pressure, and this time he's getting sacked by Josh Sweat, and that brings up a 4th and 34. Philadelphia will once again start at the 25-yard line for this drive. Jalen Hurts is in shotgun, changing the play somehow. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's going to throw over the middle. That's caught by Goedert for the first down. Just about 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Will we get a snap off before the end of it? From the 38-yard line, Hurts will take the snap. Hands off to DeAndre Swift. And Swift will break one tackle and end up with a first down run. The Eagles begin the second quarter with a 5-wide set. Jalen will throw this one deep downfield, and that will be caught by A.J. Brown to the Patriots' 24-yard line. We come back in shotgun for the very next play. I believe it is still DeAndre Swift at running back. Jalen will take the snap. A quick throw downfield will be deflected out of the air, and now Landon Dickerson is injured. That brings up a 2nd and 10. Hurts is back in shotgun again. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's rolling out to the outside. He's finally throwing downfield. That'll be caught along the sideline. That's a first down for Albert O. That's what I'm going to call him this series. That 11-yard gain brings us to the Patriots' 13-yard line. Hurts is back in shotgun again. He'll take the snap. It's a quick throw to the outside. That one's caught by Goddard, and he'll get immediately brought down. Now a 2nd and 8 from the 11. Hurts lines up under center. DeAndre Swift in at running back. He'll take the snap and hand off to Swift right at the middle, and Swift will fight his way down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Philadelphia. With DeAndre Swift still lined up at running back, it's going to be a read option, and Jalen Hurts will walk into the end zone for the Eagles' first touchdown on the season. On the Patriots' next drive, they've managed to drive down to Philadelphia's 23. Mac Jones lines up under center. He takes a snap, runs a play action. Now standing back there, and he's going deep downfield. That one will be intercepted by Reed Blankenship, and he kneels it down in the end zone. Our first pick on the season. The Eagles are facing a 3rd and 4 on their next drive from their own 38-yard line. Hurts is back in shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's firing over the middle. That'll be caught by A.J. Brown, who's breaking tackles and fighting his way down to the 41. An incomplete pass on the next play brings up a 2nd and 10 from the Patriots' 41-yard line. Hurts is back in shotgun again. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's dancing around. He's going to get sacked on the play for a loss of 4. That sets up a 3rd and 14 now from the 45-yard line. Hurts will take the snap. He's got all the time in the world. Needs to make a decision. Finally going deep down the sideline, and he misses an open Goddard. Where were you trying to put that ball? A minute 44 to go here in the first half. It's 3rd and 1 for the Patriots. Jones is back in shotgun from his own 47. He'll drop back to pass. He throws this one to the outside. That will be incomplete, knocked out of his hands by James Bradbury. With a minute 36 to go and all 3 timeouts, we start this drive at the 21-yard line. Hurts is back in shotgun, looking to pass. Throws to the outside, caught by Goddard, and that's a gain of only a yard. Brings up a 2nd and 9. Hurts is back in shotgun. DeAndre Swift is the running back. He'll take the snap and look to pass. Rolling out now, throwing off his back foot deep downfield, but he finds his man for the first down. I couldn't tell who that was at first, but it was Quez Watkins with his first catch on the season. Now with a minute 5 to go, we burned our first timeout. From the 38-yard line, Hurts will look to pass. A quick throw caught by Goddard, and he's brought down to the 42. We elect to not burn a timeout there, so 2nd and 5 with about 40 seconds to go in the half. Jalen will take the snap, throws to the outside, caught by A.J. Brown, and brings up a 3rd and inches. We would burn our second timeout with 33 seconds to play in the half. Jalen's back in shotgun again. He'll take the snap, a quick throw one more time, caught by Goddard, and he's got the first down to the Patriots' 46-yard line. We would burn our final timeout there with 26 seconds to go here in the first half. Hurts is back in shotgun. DeAndre Swift is the running back. He'll take the snap and look to pass. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Quez Watkins up the sideline, brought out of the 35. He did manage to get out of bounds, so it does stop the clock. 21 seconds to go. Hurts will take the snap, looking for another quick pass most likely. Standing in the pocket. Now he steps up, and is Jalen going to run here? He's running along the line of scrimmage, and finally throws it away. I don't know why they don't run in this game. And with 13 seconds to go, we're just going to take a 52-yard field goal. I mean, we could just try to go to the end zone once, but I guess not. Jake Elliott with the kick, and it is going to be good. We do get the ball to begin the second half here, so let's see how this drive goes. From the 25, Hurts is back in shotgun. Swift is the running back. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's going to throw this one to the outside to absolutely nobody. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts is back in shotgun from the 25. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He throws this one to the outside. That will be caught along the sideline for the first down by Quez Watkins. The Patriots would actually challenge that catch and lose, so they burn a timeout. But now a couple plays later, it is 3rd and 9. Jalen with a play action. Now going deep downfield. He's got a man, and that is going to be A.J. Brown, and he is gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles defense ends up forcing a 3-and-out, so on the following drive for the Eagles now, they're at the 32-yard line. Hurts on 2nd and 10 will take the snap, and he's firing deep downfield, and that one's going to get intercepted. It looks like he tried to force that to Quez Watkins, and the Patriots will take over. Let's see if the Eagles defense can force another 3-and-out here from their own 20-yard line. Mac Jones is back in shotgun. He'll take the snap as a play action. Now looking to go deep downfield. He's under pressure and getting sacked on the play by Fletcher Cox to bring up 4th and 16. The Eagles would take over at the 40-yard line following the punt, and now it's a 3rd and 8. From the Patriots 38, he takes the snap and looks to pass. He's going downfield. He's got a man open. That's Quez Watkins to the Patriots' 13-yard line. Hurts will take the next snap and give it to DeAndre Swift, and Swift will break some tackles and get brought down to the 1-yard line. A terrific run. Now a first and goal. Do we go back to DeAndre Swift here? He takes a snap, hands off to Swift, who walks into the end zone for his first touchdown as an Eagle. We make it 24-3. We now jump into the fourth quarter. It is 3rd and 1 for the Patriots here at the Eagles' 26-yard line, trying to fight their way back into the game. Jones will take the snap and look to pass, dropping farther back and throws this one away. But they will line up and go for it. Not much of a shock here. He comes back in shotgun. He'll take the snap and looks to pass. A quick throw over the middle will be caught by Bourne for the first down. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's still playing music in the background from the end of the quarter. No idea what's happening there. But on 1st and 10, he'll throw downfield. That'll be caught for another Patriots first down. No, they rule it 2nd and inches. Just about 11 minutes to play now. Jones from under center. Zeke is the running back. And it's going to be a play fake to Zeke. Now he's going to throw it, and that's going to be caught for the first down. First and goal as they come out now in a 5-wide set from the 6-yard line. Jones all alone in the backfield will take the snap and looks to pass. He's going to throw this one to the back of the end zone. That's incomplete. Now a 2nd and goal. Mac Jones lines up under center. He takes a snap. It's a handoff to Zeke to the outside, and Zeke will get met and brought down for no gain. That was Nakobe Dean on the tackle. Now a 3rd and goal. Jones lines up under center. He'll drop back to pass. Still dropping back. Now he's under heavy pressure and getting sacked again by Hassan Reddick. He had 1 in simulations. Now he's up to 4 sacks today. That will bring up a 4th and goal now for the Patriots from the 19-yard line. Jones is back in shotgun. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to Zeke right up the middle on a draw play, but he'll only make it to about the 8-yard line. The Eagles are facing a possible 3 and out here. It is 3rd and 4. Hurts back in shotgun. We'll run the read option. Now to the outside. Jalen Hurts has the first down, juking out defenders down the sideline and finally brought down to the 31. Just a couple plays later, it is another 3rd down for the Eagles here. It is 3rd and 3 this time. From their own 38-yard line, Jalen will drop back to pass. A quick throw downfield will be incomplete, in and out of the hands of Quez Watkins. We are just watching this to see if the Eagles defense can keep them out of the end zone. It's 1st and goal from the 6. Mac Jones will throw this one to the sideline, and that'll be incomplete, intended for Juju, but Darius Slay broke it up. Now a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. He's back in shotgun again. He'll take the snap looking for another throw to the end zone, I imagine. He throws underneath, and that'll be incomplete. That was intended for Zeke, but knocked away by Zach Cunningham. Now on 3rd and goal. Jones is back in shotgun again. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's going to throw this one, and that'll be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mike Gesicki. However, that garbage time touchdown would not matter. We get the win 24-10. The offense did not look near as good as I would like it to, but I thought the defense looked really good today. Jalen Hurts begins this franchise series by going 21 of 36 for 273 yards, 1 touchdown, but 1 interception. DeAndre Swift got 76 yards on 22 carries and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts 46 yards on 5 carries and a touchdown. I'll see if I can try to get the other running backs involved because the Eagles definitely don't just use one running back. But receiving, Dallas Goedert 6 for 44, Quez Watkins 5 for 73, AJ Brown had a terrific day, 5 for 123 and a score. They did hold Devontae Smith to just 1 catch for 6 yards though. Over on defense, it looks like it's going to be Nakobe Dean leading the team in tackles. I do like to see that. And in sacks, we sacked him 6 times. 4 came from Hassan Reddick, 1 from Fletcher Cox, and 1 from Josh Sweat. And then Reed Blankenship got the 1 interception off Mac Jones in the end zone. Now let's see how they did. Jones goes 23 for 40, 254 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Ezekiel Elliott did run for 91 yards on us, and then receiving, Mike Gesicki was their best receiver, 7 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. Following that game, we have a few upgrade points to get to, starting with quarterback Jalen Hurts. He gets +2 to awareness, 2 to throw accuracy mid, and 1 to throw accuracy short. DeAndre Swift ends up getting +1 to awareness, break tackle, 2 to juke move, and 1 to spin move. And then finally, Nakobe Dean gets +2 to man coverage, 1 to play rec, 1 to tackle, and 2 to zone coverage. Well, thanks to that scenario at the beginning of the video for opening day, all defensive backs have earned 4,500 experience. But that is going to wrap up episode 1 of my Philadelphia Eagles franchise here on Madden 24. We will pick up in the next episode in week 2 against Minnesota on Thursday Night Football.